Hey, what's going on, you guys? It is me, it's SoDebNair. I am back with another new video. And I wanted to do my fresh off the press. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the news. I actually just saw something new that I want to talk about. Because as you guys know, the news is updated all the time. And so you never can really keep up with this. So one of these stories are not going to be in the title. What's going on? What's going on, Yvette baby? So I wanted to come on and talk to you guys. I'm going to be on here a lot more. But y'all, I'm trying to get back into the groove of YouTube. And so I'm here. What's going on? Sassy P12. Yeah, color, yes. Yes, I'm actually loving yellow. I just bought some more yellow stuff today. I'm trying to wait for some of y'all to get into the room. Today's been a really good day. While we wait for people to come into the room, if you're in the chat, let me know on a scale from 1 to 10, how are you feeling today? I'm waiting on this video to download and to upload it. Let's see. Show finder. Place it. All right. If I can't get it this time, you had a 20. That's what's up. That is what's up. I'm glad to see that. Suffering a toothache. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. And that feels terrible. Oh, you know what? Because I was on this. Pause it. Okay. Let's remove it. Okay. So I got my story. What's going on, Jackie H? What's going on, Vicky? What's going on? What's going on with you guys? So yeah, I got some news stories I want to talk to you guys about. See how you guys feel about it. One, while we're waiting to, how do you guys have you guys watched the Real Housewives of what is it, like their vacation thing? Have you guys seen that? I'll take this over here too. Oh, good here. So dead, feeling good. Hey, Miss G Carter. Okay, I'm gonna just get into. I think I gotta transfer this to. I gotta switch my internet over. Give me 1 second. I thought I was ready and I wasn't ready. Yes, I need this. Hazelina, Missy Carter. No, no, I haven't watched it. Haven't watched it. Nobody's watched it. Okay, so I know that it is on that. It's on that app. Hold on. So I'm trying to download stuff and talk to you at the same time. And now I gotta convert this too. So give me 1 second while we're still sitting here. So make sure I can pull up both of these videos. And I literally had downloaded this stuff and then it made me change the file name. But I was ready. I was ready. Oh, this is it right here. Converted to before. Converted. And if y'all still come into the room, oh, Peacock, yes, Linda Peacock. Yes, on Peacock. So you can actually watch the first episode for free. And then if you can watch the other episodes, you have to pay for the membership, which is like $5. So I paid for it last night. And I watched all three because they released 3 episodes last night. All right, download. Close this. Okay, now I can close all this stuff down. Hey Kennedy, how are you? How are you? How are you? I'm just trying to get my video files up real quick and we're gonna get started. Not in downloads here. Open. Pause and remove. Okay. So I'm ready now. All right. So what's going on, y'all? Let's take care of the business first. If you want to join my tribe, please stay on my side. Go ahead and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Make sure you turn them on all so you get notified every time I go live. Like, share, comment below if you're tuning in late. Comment in the chat if you are here. Hey, what's going on, Nikki Pooh? I'm gonna play my intro and we're gonna get started, y'all, because I am ready.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
All right, hey guys, I am finally ready to get the show started. What's going on, V Hargate? What is going on, Fern Miller? What's going on? So I've been looking at the news stuff today. I wanted to get in here and talk to you guys about some of the stuff that's going on in the news. I really like to talk really fast, and I gotta slow that down. But I want to talk to you guys about some of the stuff I saw in the news. What's going on, Rookie? Because this is what I wanted to originally do. So let's go ahead and get into the stories. So first of all, I want to give a congratulations to Shawnee O'Neal. Her and her pastor boyfriend are now engaged. Shawnee O'Neal has finally said yes to a proposal from her boyfriend, Pastor Keon Henderson, on November the 11th, almost 2 years out dating. The couple got engaged on a tropical island on 11:11 p.m. The 11:11 motif has been a meaningful symbolism and point of contention for them, Shawnee and Henderson. It has played a significant role through their relationship since the day they met, and they called, text, and pray together daily at that time each day. So it became the perfect day for them to connect. Henderson proposed with a 4.22 carat radiant diamond cut ring with 50 round cut brilliant white diamonds set in 18 karat white gold brand by Jason Beverly Hills. Following the engagement, Henderson surprised his new fiance with a beautiful private firework display. People magazine says, Shawnee says, this was one of the most magical and special days of my life. Being someone that had never officially been proposed to. Like no doubt was said, like no down, no one has been ever down on their knee and asked, will you marry me moment. And honestly, I'm the person that thought I would never in my life experience a love like this. Everything about that night was incredibly amazing. Now I feel like that's really amazing for Shawnee. I know a lot of people don't like her. But I'm a big fan of Basketball Wives, and I really like Shawnee, and I love the franchise of Basketball Wives. So she went from a basketball to a first lady, and I think that's amazing for her. I think that one, she deserves happiness the way that it looks like for her, and also I feel like when it comes to this situation, I feel like maybe this is why she took a step back from Basketball Wives. So I know that this season she won't be there like a lot. But she's going to be there just because that's her actual show. And so I feel like maybe like they've had conversations because we saw her talk to a pastor. And I wonder if this is the same pastor because I don't know if it is or it's not. But we've seen her talk to a pastor this season that Evelyn and Tammy started fighting on them girls. And she was like, I don't think this is what I really want to do. So maybe this, I don't know if this is the same pastor, but I feel like Shawnee has been really connected with this. Maybe this is her way of correcting her wrongs for her. So I'm really happy for Shawnee because one, we haven't really seen her dating life like this. So For her to be dating for almost 2 years, and now she's engaged, I think I'm happy for her. And so is the pastor, so maybe it will level her down a little bit, give her a little bit of a different, more perspective of life and how things go. Hey, Pink Dynamite. So the next story is Chloe Bailey. She is releasing new music. I am super excited about Chloe releasing new music. Now, I do have a clip of her Instagram. You guys can go follow her on Instagram. Definitely shout her out. It's Chloe Haley on Instagram. But I want to know what you guys think about this clip. Do you guys think this is going to be a new bop for her or no? So let's pull it up.
Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex. Nothing but Lil Light. Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex.
What y'all think? Just for that little clip. Now, she has a longer clip on her Instagram. But for me, I'm feeling this. I think this is dope. I love it. And I think that Chloe is like, she's next up on the list for me. I love Have Mercy. And she's working on her album. Well, I think her album is like getting ready to come out very soon. So I'm gonna play it one more time. Let me know what you guys think.
No, but Lil Light. Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex. No, but Lil Light. Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex.
I love it. Now she has a longer clip than this, but I can't play the whole thing because they're gonna flag my channel. But I'm loving it. Ruking, SoDebNair, you like Shawnee, you like Ashley, you like Ashley. I do though. No, I like it. I love it. I love it. You said no, VR. Okay. She's a great artist. I think she is too. Hey, SoDebNair, everyone. What's going on? Just simply, I'm loving the vibe of this. If you guys get a chance to go to her Instagram and hear the whole thing, it's a vibe. And I think like this is like not the edited down version. It's like live, like she's testing out like, what do you guys think? For me, it's a yes. I'm gonna love it. So please like record it and put it out. What's going on? Protect My Energy AAC. Hey, SoDeb, sleepy but stopping by to support, and I'll just kick back and listen unless you say something that makes me feel froggy, that makes my fingers pop. All right, I appreciate that. So that if I know you do LOL, so it's okay. All right. Yeah, I want to play it one more time now because this is the
No, but Lil Light. Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex. No, but Lil Light. Flex, I'm just out here stunting on my ex.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what it was. Chloe saying something about her. No, her ex. She said, "This is not her stunting on my ex." Not her eggs. No. But I'm excited about Chloe's future, period. I feel like Chloe has put out one bop. This time there's gonna be another one. I'm super excited about it. And I can't wait for her album to drop because I think that Chloe really has the ears of the people right now, and it's going to be fun. Not her eggs. She's counting on her eggs. She said she's flexing on her ex. I was out here flexing on my ex. My ex, not my eggs. Y'all are too much. So I don't know if you guys watched the show 911 on Fox. One of the most amazing shows. It's about first responders. I heard eggs too until you played it the third time. You definitely said my ex. I don't know if you guys watched the show 911, but it's about first responders and, you know, like the phone calls they get. They deal with the 911, the people who answer the phone. I can't remember what their names is now because y'all have me laugh about this. But the 911 operators, So it was 911 operators and the first responders. It's one of the most amazing shows. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. It's on Fox. Angela Bassett is like one of the main people on it. I think she's like an executive producer on there, if I'm not mistaken, because I read something like a few weeks ago on the show where she's like one of the highest paid people that's on there now. But there's an actor on there. You guys probably know him. His name is Rockmond Dunbar. He played her husband. And in season 1, they were married. And then at the end of that season, he came out as being gay. And so they dealt with that like season 2. And then this season, well, I think last season he found a boyfriend. And so this season, he wanted to propose to the guy. And the guy was in the hospital while the hospital was blowing up, like all around him. And Angela being Angela Simple, fabulous. Listen, Angela is doing her thing on that show. Like, man, her as a cop, I can actually see her as a cop. But so this season, he got his role, they really enhanced his role. But the headline for this is Rockmond Dunbar leaves 911 over COVID vaccine mandate after pursuing medical and religious exemptions. Rockmond Dunbar has quit Fox hit series 911 after more than 4 seasons due to the COVID-19 vaccine requirement on set. This is via Deadline. He said, I applied for religious and medical accommodations in accordance to the law and unfortunately was denied by my employer. He said, my sincerely held beliefs and private medical history are very intimate and personal aspects of my life that I do not publicly discuss and have no desire to start now. I've been an actor in this business for 30 years, but my greatness roles are as a husband and a father of our 4 small children. As a man that walks in faith, I look forward to what's in the future. Now, I'll tell you guys this. So I watched it on Monday. When this happened, I was like, did he leave the show? Did he leave? Because I didn't know. And so when I read the headline, I was like, oh, he really left the show. Because at the end of the episode, so this last episode, his boyfriend at the time, because he not proposed to him at this time, the building was exploding. The first responders were coming and saving everybody. And his boyfriend was inside doing surgery on someone. He promised the person he was doing the surgery on, wife, that the man would be okay. So he went above and beyond to do surgery, even while this hospital was blowing up. So him and the other doctors and nurses that were in the room with him would not leave. Rockmond Dunbar was outside really trying to find out where his boyfriend was at, because he was supposed to be going to the hospital to propose to him. And they couldn't find him. So he didn't know what was going on, but the boyfriend was inside really trying to save this man's life. So after they went in and found him, the first responders went in and found out why he didn't come out the hospital. And so once they actually got the guy's surgery done, they took all of them out. Everybody was safe. And Rockmond Dunbar went up to the boyfriend and he proposed to him. So the boyfriend, before this, was supposed to be going to Haiti to deal with people that had been through a hurricane. So he was like, listen, I'm going with you. And so this was his exit out of the show. So in my mind, I'm like, well, is this the season finale? Like, what's going on here? But I think this was his exit out of the show because of what the report was about the COVID-19 testing. For whatever the reason it is, it affects his health. And so he can't take the vaccine. He said he doesn't want to discuss it. And I think, we should respect that part. So I will be sad to see him go, because 911 is one of my favorite shows. And I love the storyline they have, because this year's storyline started with Angela Bassett and his son. And his son got kidnapped because of Angela Bassett, because she's a cop on the show, if you guys haven't watched it. She's the cop on the show, and a guy that was upset with her kidnapped their son to get her back. And he was trying to like hide him to kill her. They finally found the guy, they killed him, and they were dealing with the traumatization of the son, but now he's leaving. But in this last episode, they were talking, he said that he talked to the son before he made the decision. So it was really dope. So, and they left his storyline open at the end, so he can come back to the show if they get control of COVID, or this is not like something that you have to do anymore. But Rockmond Dunbar, if you guys watch the show, will be very missed on this show. So let's move on to the next story. Lil Nas X. He revealed that Nicki Minaj and Drake refused to be on his album. Lil Nas X revealed that he asked Nicki and Drake to be on his Montero album, but they both passed. He said, "I don't usually ask for features like that, but for every feature I did ask for this album, like every single one of them worked besides Drake and Nicki Minaj." He told, this is with GQ magazine, so you guys can check this out. He said, "I didn't ask them directly. I wanted Nicki to do Industry Baby instead of something horrible. I can't think of the guy's name. His last name is Harlem. And I wanted Drake to do Dollar Sign Slime with Meg Thee Stallion, which Meg Thee Stallion actually did the song with him." Lil Nas X Industry Baby video. And eventually Jack Harlow, that's his name, Jack Harlow, was put on Industry Baby. The single reached #1. He said, "Yeah, but I feel like things always work out." Jack Harlow ended up being like the best option. I'm not sure how comfortable Nicki would have felt with that video or whatnot. He said he did not say what the artist turned him down or why they turned him down. Before he was famous, Lil Nas X used to run Nicki Minaj's stand accounts. Now, I thought that Nicki Minaj would have done it because, like in the article, it says he used to run her troll accounts. So I thought it would have been really dope for her, especially because she likes to attach herself to other artists. So maybe it was because he was a new artist or whatever. I don't know. But that's very shocking that she turned that down. To me, I could see Drake turning it down just because of the controversy. He didn't know what's going to go on. But I mean, to me, it's their loss because he still has a #1 album. So let's move on to the next. Now, we did talk about the Real Housewives show, but Kenya Moore, and this is from the Jasmine brand. They just got an exclusive interview. And I literally got this like right before I got on here. Kenya Moore dishes on Cynthia Bailey, Portia Williams leaving Real House of Atlanta, says there's a place on the shelf for Nene Leakes, and reveals where she currently stands with Marlo Hampton. Now, I didn't put Marlo Hampton in this because you guys can go read that because it wasn't really that descriptive. We all know they're cool, so it wasn't really that important. But it says in an exclusive interview with JasmineBrain.com, Kenya Moore revealed her true thoughts on Portia Williams and Cynthia Bailey exiting the show. During their interview, Kenya Moore talked about Real Housewives of Atlanta, recent cast switch up, and shared how she felt when she learned her friend Cynthia Bailey was leaving the series. She said, "I think it was kind of know that she may not have been coming back as a housewife, and then that ended up being true. But I think that they ended up extending her an offer, as a friend of the show. And then for her to say no to that, I really respected it because, listen, she's been a great housewife for 10 or 11 seasons. She's been a voice of reason. She's beautiful to look at. But her story is very full circle in a way that is great. Like, she left on top. You got married basically 3 times. Now, I don't think, did Cynthia get married 3 times on the show? She said she got married 3 times on the show, and you're ending this with a beautiful relationship. And I feel like that is the best way to leave the show. Kenya also waited on Portia's departure and said, "No, I wasn't surprised Portia left Real Housewives of Atlanta because, again, it was like tea that I kind of knew ahead of time." That when asked, was she surprised when she initially found out that Portia was stepping away from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya answered no because of the situation that she was in. She continued, clearly there was some controversy involved in how she met her new fiance and all of those things. And I think that with her having her own spinoff, it's kind of like Kim Zolciak Biermann spinoff. So Kim Zolciak Biermann can be a villain. You know when she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but on her own show, she can be a hero. Kenya also said, and I think that those things were a factor for Portia in her type of show that we do versus the type of show she can do on her own. So I think that the best decision for her was the one she made. And I'm happy for her. I hope that she works it out and she can continue to do things, listen, and haven't heard the least of Portia. Oh, we haven't heard the last of Portia. So I wish her the best. They asked Kenya about Nene returning, and she said, you know what? Nene, I believe, is an asset to the Real Housewives. As much as I fought with her or the issues that we've had with me and her personhood, I still believe as a producer's head, as a fan of the show, that there is a place for her on the Real Housewives. So I think that Kenya feels like, one, I don't know. Yes, love number one. I feel like Kenya is in a different space now because at this point, Kenya's like the head runner of the show. Yes, Candy is still there, but Kenya's going to be the head runner of the show at this point because Kenya is the controversy. Now, who she's going to spar with, I think it's going to be Drew this year because that's who Kenya has to spar with someone to keep up on this show. If she doesn't, it's not going to work very well for her. I know we will be able to see Brooklyn this season because of the court orders that they've had. So I'm happy about that because I'm a big Kenya fan. And I think that Kenya brings a lot to the show, but I don't know if we've seen Kenya without her sparring with people. She has had messy one. She's the head messy one of the show. Yeah, but that's what drives the show all the time is the one who's messy. So I think that they're asking her questions now because everybody's gone who's been the head runner of the show. Kenya's been like the one who they all spar with. Now she has to be the one. And I think what she's going to do this season is spar with Drew. Because her and Marlo are cool. Unless the new girl, I don't remember what her name is going to spar with her. Or she doesn't like her. I don't know how this season is going to work. But Real Housewives of Atlanta have to really step it up this season because they didn't do really well last season. So hopefully it works out very well for them. And then, so let me pull this up. Actually, let me pull this on my computer first. So I know you guys have been seeing the DaniLeigh and the DaBaby stuff going on. And it's been ongoing for a very long time. Like, this stuff has been very confusing. And I was going to try to pull all of it up, but I was watching one of the baby's things that he was doing. And it was so hard to watch because he was chewing that gum. And he was like, his chain or his braces was hitting the computer or the phone or whatever it was. It was hard to watch. So I can really get into it. Nene needs to move on. She can't come back just like Vicky can't come back to Orange County. I think actually that Nene can come back to Housewives of Atlanta. They need her. I don't think that show's going to last that long without her. Let's get into DaniLeigh and the DaBaby. So you guys know that DaniLeigh she's been charged with 2 counts of simple assault following recorded arguments with DaBaby. According to documents posted on Twitter by a reporter from Charlotte TV station WSOC, DaniLeigh was served with a criminal summons for simple assault. Later on, after officers received more information, she was charged with a second count of simple assault. The 26-year-old explained that she is in Charlotte, DaBaby's hometown. and that she has no friends, family out there. She also says she did not want to expose herself and her daughter in the city she's unfamiliar with, and she was waiting for her assistant to arrive so they could catch a flight. And as you guys know, DaniLeigh and DaBaby have been dating and been involved on and off since 2019, according to DaniLeigh. So her family has been getting involved in the situation. But I want to pull this up so we can see what they have been saying. Chrome tab. Okay, so I think this is hers. This is her sister. I think this is her sister. She said, I didn't want to address this until I knew my daughter. Yes, this is our mother. I'm sorry. I didn't want to address this until I knew my daughter and granddaughter were safe. Thank you for your text, DMs, and phone calls. This is clearly a toxic situation, and all we wanted to do was to get her out safely. Just know we are continuing to do everything we can to make sure her and her baby are good. God is on our side, and we pray the situation ends as peacefully and quickly as possible. Now, that's what her mother said. Now, her sister said this. If we're putting this all out there and on social media, I want to start with this. I never wanted to get involved because that's not my type of person. I am, but you can never say we disown the baby. I've loved her since the day she found out she was pregnant, collecting photos, planning baby showers that you didn't come to, and making sure she was mentally stable without you there. I know my truth and you know yours. It's very sad that one day in the future, the little baby will know this whole problem and what he did to her mother and how he humiliated her. I would never wish the situation on anyone. This is something that no one should have to go through. And, I think this situation is really sad because, it's a mother and a father situation. Like, I don't think that this is cool. And we just saw we've just seen DaBaby do a lot of disrespectful things. So it's just like hard for us to really look at him and be like, oh yeah, you did the right thing. And him recording her, like, how do we know if he didn't really bring her into the household and those type of things? Like, it's just really weird how they're moving. And so then we have the brother, and the brother made a video. Let me pull this up so you guys can hear this.
Take it. So this what you want to do. This where you want to take it. This crazy. This nigga called the cops on my sis. This want to disrespect my sister online for the world to see. Disrespect my family. You know what I'm saying? This don't even got nothing to do with my sister no more, bro. This got to do with me and you. You feel me? Because you missed the tough guy over here beating up, knocking little guys out here and there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to.
And I just want to stop this here because it's like, I'm really wondering if this is for like publicity for them, because everybody keeps saying they was waiting that she was safe. Why didn't y'all go get her? Like, y'all knew she was going through this stuff. Why didn't nobody show up for this girl if y'all were this concerned about her? And as much as I don't want to take her for the baby, it's like the mother, the sister, and the brother is like, we wanted to wait till she was safe. Why were you not in the first flight over there to go find y'all's sister and y'all's daughter? Because at the end of the day, I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to go find my sister, make sure she's safe if this is what's going on. But let's finish watching what he's saying.
Do that to me, first off. So this is what we're going to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a hospital right now. I got in a car accident. I got my neck. I still beat you my neck like this, bro, on God. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're going to do. When you come to the West Coast, bro, which I know you be out here, we going to catch this one-on-one fade, bro. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one fade to see what happens between me and you. I want to see how much of a gangster you are, how much of a real man you are. You know what I'm saying?
So this is his whole video that I got a part of. But I'm just like, this situation is very weird to me because, one, we saw him asking her to leave. I know she couldn't leave because she had the baby with her, But why not sit at the airport when the family was on the way? Something wasn't all the way right for me. Miss Reed said her sister's post just reinforced she was a side chick and she didn't take the relationship serious. Shake my damn head. And DaBaby, the side chick, and the family all full of it, in my opinion. And that's how I feel. Because the other baby mom, the first one before her, was saying that this is what happened with her when DaniLeigh started coming and started dating him while they were doing it. So to me, it's just like karma to me. It's like she's reaping what she sowed. And she wants all of us to feel bad for her. But it's like, we watched this man ask her to leave his house. And she didn't leave. You could Uber to the airport. And he can still say he's a good father. Hey, like, I don't know if he is, if he's not, but for your safety, because she was leaning all on him. She was talking a bunch of crap to him. And he's like, yo, I just want you to leave my house. We weren't really dating, this and this. Now, I did see videos where he was like, I love you, stuff like this. But I don't know, like, I mean, we've been around for a long time. Are we really trusting these rappers saying I love you like this and believing in relationships? And what I also read was this started from a conversation because she had a plan B brought to his house. So maybe she didn't want to have another baby by him, which makes sense to me because it's like, well, I mean, if it ain't working out this well, why would you want to have another baby by this man? So I think that they both are on the wrong, like they're both wrong. We don't know what happened before this. And even when he kept bringing his assistant on, she was co-signing him. But then I saw another video where I think it was like his brother or somebody was saying that he was calling her his girlfriend. So this whole situation is very confusing. Now, I do want to bring up something else that I didn't have in my notes, but I just saw this on TMZ. It was like a notification that came up. I'm about ASTROWORLD. And this is not on here, but this is just came up literally when I started going live. But I realized this. Travis Scott is at $750 million ASTROWORLD lawsuit. Drake, Apple, Live Nation sued. Travis Scott, Drake, Apple Music, Live Nation, and others will now need to answer to a massive $750 million lawsuit brought against them by more than 125 fans, including the families of one who died at the festival. The suit, filed by Houston attorney Tony Busby, is the first of others to come and place the blame on Travis and concert goers for negligence in failing to properly plan the concert, train security personnel, and host a safe event. Amongst the plaintiffs, it is the family of Axel Acosta, a 21-year-old who was allegedly crushed by an incited, unruly, and out-of-control crowd with such force that he could no longer breathe. As for the staggering $750 million, the lawsuit claims is to cover both physical and mental health injuries, as well as the loss of life. Busby says no amount of money will ever make these plaintiffs whole. No amount of money can restore human life, but the damages sought in this case attempts to fix, help, or make up for the harms and losses suffered by the plaintiffs, nothing more, nothing less. Travis and Live Nation offered refunds almost immediately to the people that were there, and the lawsuit addresses that offer, calling it a transparent and gruesome effort of the defendants to limit their liability after the fact to the families of those killed or injured. As TMZ had reported, 10 people have now lost their lives as a result of AstroWorld Festival. The most recent was a 9-year-old boy. Law enforcement continues to investigate what caused the deaths, but those in the audience say a crowd crushed, trampled, and suffocated fans. Sources close to Travis have maintained he didn't realize the severity of what was happening in the crowd while he performed photos of cops taking photos and watching Travis show more than 25 minutes after HFD chief declared the concert a mass casualty event seems to back Scott's claim. That whole situation was a mess. This Travis Scott thing was really, really weird to me. I'm gonna go back so I can read some of the stuff from the other polls. My sister just reinforced. Okay, I read that part. DaBaby, the side chick, and the family all full of it, in my opinion. She should have a plan B for the relationship. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I don't know who I can blame for that, because I mean, one, if y'all want a relationship, why was she living there? But they kept saying she didn't live there, and like we don't know the real details to it, so I don't really know. But this Travis Scott thing was very scary to me. And just reading and watching the videos, like it was just really scary to me. This is why I don't go to concerts or like those concerts where you have to stand up. Like if you have a seat, I can go. But if you don't have a seat, like I don't want to get, because people get crazy at concerts. So I don't want to be at a concert where this is a possibility. I think watching the conspiracy theories of this even made it even worse for me. Travis going to Dave and Buster's after it was over with was crazy to me. And now that they're sending a lawsuit to Drake, Apple, and him, and the venue, I think is right. I think it's all right. I think they should all be responsible for it. And they should pay those families who lost their lives, people who got injured, and people who have been to the concert. They should all get a refund. And I also have read that if you got a refund, it stops you from being a part of the lawsuit as well. So I feel like somebody's trying to cover their butt. So we'll keep updating what's going on with this, but I definitely want to come up and talk about this stuff that was going on in the news. I'm going to keep doing updates about stuff that's going on in the news probably this week and next week because this is stuff that I like to do. So I'm glad that you guys were here. If you tuned in late and you haven't joined the tribe already, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on notifications, make sure you turn them on all. Love the video, like the video, comment in the chat, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.